Hi guys, this is Cobra Tom,
And I'm Lily.
and we are going to be doing just a kind of a quick unboxing of figures. This one, not due to anybody's fault, really. It's just I had so many figures that the brute guy just kind of came off of his card right away. And I'm going to open this guy because his card is kind of banged up a little bit already. Lily thinks this is dumb that her dad is collecting dollar store toys.
Anyway,
Although she just admitted that this guy was pretty cool. And I think he is pretty
not
cool.
that one. The other guy.
Oh, the Brute Dude. Yeah, Brute Dude is pretty cool. And I'm army building at the moment. Oh, no. Oh dear. Goodbye. Yes, his arm fell off. All right. Well, here is the Synthoid. Here is the Brute. I'm going to be taking pictures of these. You should join our Facebook group. It's lots of fun. Here's the military figures that I'll be opening here. Here's one that nice trooper. With a nice gun here. This is something, as a kid, many Joe fans really kind of wish their Joes had. This has some really nice camouflage, some really nice detailing. Granted, it's only 5 points of articulation. You only get the legs, the arms, and, well, actually, this is a pretty good motion of the head. It's had more head motion than I thought, because you can actually go all the way around. I thought maybe with the vest, he wouldn't be able to turn his head all the way, but I was wrong, because you can. You kind of have to go a little bit over, but really actually has a nice range of movement. He's got a really nice gun here. This is going to be kind of the review for this one because these are dollar store and there isn't much to say about the military ones. There's no story behind it. There's no real character behind it. But the gun does actually have very nice. I should put the light on a little bit more. Hopefully you guys can see that. This has some very nice detail. Nice arm guard, grip, some nice detail. The cock is right there for the gun. Nice scope. So this is really nice details. This is a really nice gun. This is a really nice motorcycle. I think they have the extra articulation just because it wouldn't stick out of the package like that. So that's really nice because I'm thinking they figured that in. Otherwise, it would probably have broken the handles, and that would have really been kind of crummy. Nice spinning wheels, perfectly spinning wheels. No issues with that. That's really nice. I am wondering how he's going to sit on here, though. Actually, he might sit on here better than I think. But he certainly will not be able to reach the handlebars. But that's okay. See, he sits on there. I don't know how well it'll stand up either. Oops, sorry. Yeah, but that's okay. It's a cool motorcycle. It looks nice for the display. The handlebars don't have anything to do with the steering. I mean, it's $1. What do you expect? Next comes our, well, I can't say for sure, but I'm guessing that this is some kind of Navy SEAL or some kind of thing with a boat. And I know there are other things that come with boats and other professions. I didn't really mean to rip up the card as bad as I did, but these ones sometimes don't have a real nice rip, or don't tear very nicely. Here is a very nice, what this reminds me of is a little bit of the Night Landing, because it's got the paddles on the side, which is real nice. This is really nice. And I'm guessing that's supposed to be a flashlight. And then you got the motor in the back. And it's opened up and it's got a nice hole in it. So I haven't gone and tried to make this float or anything. I'm probably not even gonna bother. Oops. But as you can see with the sculpt, that these are two actually different figures. The hands are in a different position. The chests are different. The legs might be. Oh no, not even the legs. The legs aren't even the same. So it's a totally different sculpt. And a totally different head. So that's really nice. I do think, however, that one might be the same as this one. So you got this cool guy, and he can sit in his boat. This one is a little bit better designed for the figure than the motorcycle, only because the motorcycle can't stand up. I mean, I can get it to stand if I were to go like this, lean it against something, I suppose. He might be able to fit on it. For a motorcycle, you kind of have to have your legs bent, and he can't even really reach the handlebars in any kind of convincing way. But I suppose I can't even get him on there, so I'm not going to worry about it. Here's this guy's gun. I have no idea what kind of gun this is. It looks to me to be a somewhat of a version of a shotgun. Just because of the way the barrel is, the pump action here, and just by looking at the shells, I hope you guys can see that. Maybe if I hold it right, you guys can see that. Probably not. As you can see, I'm not very good at holding things. Dexterity isn't very good. But anyway, I think it's some kind of shotgun with a, guessing that's a night scope. Maybe a flashlight that you can see. I don't know if you'd want to be traipsing around and having a light at night, but I suppose. I don't really know. I don't really know enough about military and operations, what that would be exactly. And here's guy number 3, who it does look like this might be a very similar mold, but I don't think it's the same. And like I did, I tried to save the card, but it's not going very good here. And he has an, I believe this is an, oh, I forget what this is called. Gunho had this kind of gun. Or not Gunho, Leatherneck. Leatherneck had this kind of gun. I think it's like an M16 with a scope and an underslung grenade launcher. I think that's what this is. Or kind of like a version of it. Probably has to, due to copyrights and all that kind of stuff, probably have to change it somewhat. But this looks similar to Leatherneck's gun. And with this guy, I think he has a similar thing, but the sculpt is different enough. He's got his legs and his patch or his pouches and stuff, and his stuff on his leg. But this guy, I don't think they're the same. All these guys were different. I thought they were having the exact same thing, but I was wrong. These are all different. This is nice. These figures are nice. They're solid. They all have the POA, 5 POA, I mean. They all can move their heads. This guy, because of his V-neck and the pouches or the vest and stuff, he can't turn his head all the way around. Not that you really need to, but there you go. And it looks like he's in like a kind of a guard or a, I don't know. I maybe he's supposed to be at a base because he's got the sandbags and the thing. Let's put the gun in his hand. Usually, what I am always amazed about is when the gun actually fits in the character's hand, because oftentimes the guns are not made for the figures. Kind of like this gun is not fitting in this guy's hand very well. Oh, well, okay. And it fits so good that once I had it in, it's not coming out. So I'm guessing he's supposed to be kind of like the guard. Now, what I'm actually going to be using these guys for is like companions to the Alpha Strike Team. Alpha Team 1. They've got cool characters. There is a cartoon on it, so these aren't official, but you could put these in there and they would be. Once again, I don't know how well this is going to fit in this guy's hand. Wow. Shoot. It's a little tight. I do, however, like these figures. I really do. I'm also not very good with dexterity to get things in these hands that don't seem to really be made for these kinds of toys. Unlike the other one that seemed to snap into his hands once I got it in there, it doesn't want to seem to stay. Now, I'm not saying that these are bad. I'm just having trouble fitting them into the hands. They do seem a tiny bit, the hands do seem a tiny bit small for the handle. At the same time, though, once you have them in, this isn't going anywhere. It's nice and tight, nice and snug. His hand is in kind of an awkward position to make it, I don't think. But anyway, the only one that's really got a thing is that guy, actually. I don't know. Okay, all right. Well, I had it. Yeah, I don't know what's with this guy's hand. I can't quite. Yeah, okay, well, it's in there. I do admit that once you get them in, they're in. And so these guys are going to be playing as I go. I think I'm going to have these more as guards and troopers and support soldiers for Alpha Team 1 to fight guys like Brute here, who is really a really cool figure. And his gun is this thing, which once again, I don't know how I'm going to fit this into this guy's hand. Well, I'll work on that in their review. But there you go. Cool unboxing, cool figures. This is the... Oh, I got one at least that didn't have... I didn't completely... Military It's kind of a cheapy generic term, but military action figures, and this is by, if I remember right, I remember showing these one time. Volvo Parkway, Chesapeake, Virginia. I think that is. I think that's what VA is. And it's a Canadian, made in China. The Greensbury International Incorporated. And they also are the same people who make Final Faction. Greensbury. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Greenbrier International Inc. I'm not even trying to make fun of their name or anything. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. So that's why I think that they're in the same scale. She's maybe, if you can see that, she is maybe a slight bit taller. Some women are taller than guys. I mean, that's not, but I mean, she may be a tiny bit taller. It's tough to say when you don't have her out and you can't have her flat-footed. But I don't think she's out of scale either. And she might be a tiny bit taller, but that's kind of how real life goes. Some people are taller than others. Let me see if I can find another good guy here. Okay, here's Steel. And once again, I think, as it were, that these guys are right in scale. Might be a tiny bit taller, might be a tiny, but once again, all in scale, all the same type. Yeah, you might have to fight an alien monster who's bigger than you, but that's how it would be with their figures anyway, that the monsters are going to be a little bit bigger. Hello, sir. Why don't you come and say, do the outro with me? Because I'm to that point. Well, thank you for watching our video, even though you weren't much involved in it.
Thank you for watching my dad's video that I'm only doing the intro and outro for. Yep.
Yep, because she thinks this is stupid.
No, it's boring.
Yeah. See, this is probably the last year of videos. Well, but that's okay. Well, thank you for watching, and we will see you
next time.
Bye.